All right, ready to go part 2? If you are just getting here for the very first time, hit pause, go back to part 1. I sound like a commercial.
You know what you should do? Put it under the screen.
Like type it, caption or something?
Yeah.
So this is part 2. We just left off talking about Kiyosama eating crow. Again, Kiyosama, I'm sure you were watching this at this point. If Djokovic does not win the US Open, you are going to eat crow. Let's go! I will get crow. I will find it legally if it's legal. I don't know. I've never looked at eating crow. But if Djokovic doesn't win the US Open, I will be on the phone. I might even video it. I might even use her cell phone and video me on the phone trying to find some crow. And I'm going to cook this crow. Or I'll just send you the crow. But then she might not cook it and pretend she's cooking something else and then just say it's the crow. So
but by the time you send it to her, it might be rotten.
I'll figure it out.
Vacuum seal it?
Vacuum seal, do some crow jerky. You are going to eat crow if Djokovic doesn't win this thing. Let's go, crow.
I don't think you should have said that, Kia. I have a feeling he's not going to
But
win.
look, I don't want any harm done to any crows worldwide. I'm personally a fan of crows. I like birds. I think they're beautiful. I don't want to see like any harm done to a crow. But nonetheless, she said she would eat crow. So maybe if it's not a good thing that we eat crow because it's probably a bad thing, just the thought of it, maybe we can make her eat something really off the wall, like rotten eggplant or something, just to make it even. But if you don't eat the crow, because I like crows, you know, crows are nice birds, well, you're going to eat something messed up. And we're going to watch this. We're going to watch this. All right? We're going to watch it.
By the way, Stevens won her match.
Sloane Stevens just won?
Yes.
Who's she playing?
She played. Hold on, they just took it off.
Well, I know that wasn't it Stimpy Boy that had Stevens and Bertens going to the final? Stimpy Boy's still in the mix. All right, you got to finish off on the viewer comments, right?
Yep. Next comment, Robert Starr.
Let's go, Robert
The
Starr.
pressure is on Djokovic to win, perhaps. But what is new? He performs his best when the pressure is on, and he is passionate to win.
Wins rough.
Here's hoping for a slam number 14. Yeah, he's right. Djokovic is one of the few players that can withstand pressure. He does better with pressure at times. I mean, he proved this against Nadal at the French Open, right? He had 7 match points against him. So, yeah.
For sure.
Good comment.
Sounds about right.
Good comment.
Great comment.
Next, new viewer, new comment.
Who's the new viewer?
Millennium 13 Constantine. Love the name.
Millennium 13 Constantine.
Love the name.
Let's go. Come on.
He says, I am so mad that Wawrinka and Dimitrov meet in round 1 for second slam. Both need matches and win. Very unfortunate. Well, as we saw, Dimitrov lost again.
Yeah, and it was yet another confidence boost for Wawrinka. Not that he needed it. He's won this tournament before entirely himself. But really good for his comeback. Wawrinka has always been, I would say, the better player, but I thought that Dimitrov would win in London at Wimbledon.
He had a better chance.
He had a better
Grass,
chance
yeah.
then, and Wawrinka was just getting better. I know Wawrinka called the trainer out for a little bit today, and that kind of freaked me out for a minute, but nonetheless, he executed the match and did well. I thought he didn't even look 100%, though. I thought Wawrinka looked a little flush in the face.
He did.
Like his skin was a little light, like he might be sick or something. That was just, I mean, his skin tone for me looked like he was still not even close to 100%. So watch out for a getting better Wawrinka, too.
Yeah. Next comment, new viewer, new comment. Casanova, 77.
Casanova.
So he must be as old as you, 77.
Let's go.
Born 1977.
Born in 77. Let's go, Casanova.
He said,
Casanova.
FYI, Monica Puig retired by injury from New Haven at semifinal against Carlos Suarez a few days ago.
That's a good point. You know, Monica Puig is really a fun tennis player. I don't think she's great. She's a beautiful girl. Again, the only reason why we brought up Monica Puig is because she won an Olympic gold medal, and we were wondering if the Olympics were so important, why it was her that won the gold medal. But that's good fact stuff. Again, someone obviously watched it and paid attention because we were talking about Monica Puig and the Olympics. Personally, I'm a big fan of Puig. I have a respect for. Well, she's from what, Puerto Rico?
She's from Puerto Rico.
So Puerto Rico wouldn't be your hub. I think Shapovalov trains in Puerto Rico. No, he trains in like the Bahamas.
Yeah.
But Puerto Rico is a tough place to come from to be a tennis star, and for her to win a gold medal is respectable. And thank you for the information on her. I wish her the best, but I don't see her going deep in this tournament. If she's even playing, I haven't seen.
She's playing.
She is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next,
go Puig. I hope she does well.
Next comment, Stefan Snezevic. Okay. When you play semifinal of U.S. Open, you are 2 match points down against the king himself, Roger Federer, with 20,000 people booing against you and hoping you make your mistake. Everything against you, history, statistics, and then you hit the greatest return in tennis history, turn the crowd and match around, proceed to the final, and beat Rafael Nadal as well. That is the moment when you realize you're the chosen one. The one who will take the crown from Roger, make his own kingdom, and dominate the golden era of tennis. Yes, Roger won 5 U.S. Open titles. Great achievement, no doubt. But when did he win it? That's the real question. He was never the same against Djokovic after that match. He won the U.S. Open. He won 0 U.S. Open titles. Babe, you know, half of the time when we watch these shows back, I can hear you say that, and I can hear myself clearly on the videos. Just saying. Anyways, if you need to know about Novak's mental strength, and yes, you can lose before finals. Sport is always unpredictable, but I really want to see Novak, Rafa final.
I think that'll happen. I mean, you picked that, didn't you?
It will not happen. It will not happen.
Yeah, she picked.
I think Cilic will beat Novak if Novak makes it past Kyrgios or Federer. I'm sorry, Federer. I think that Cilic will beat him. And I think the Croatian will beat him.
And personally, I have an inclination that Federer will beat Djokovic in the quarterfinals. I think Federer will get through Kyrgios. I think Federer will get comfortably through Kyrgios. Maybe 4 sets, but I don't think Kyrgios can withstand 5 sets with a cool head.
Do you think that God says the chosen one? This will be the chosen one for tennis? I don't know. Do you?
Oh my God.
He said he's the chosen one. What do you think of that comment?
We'll see.
Okay. You said if he wins 14, that you will have a lot more respect than what you have now.
Yeah, I mean, if Djokovic wins this one, I'll have.
You will be impressed.
No,
so will I.
Oh, I will entertain the greatest of all time, but again, in a historical perspective, and I'm not bringing this comment back up, but until someone wins more than 20 majors,
yeah,
it's just not going to happen.
It will be impressive.
It's just not going to happen, but it'll be very impressive.
It'll be impressive because he would have won Wimbledon, and then U.S. Open, and then go into the Australian, which is his favorite.
All right.
Adam West says, Delpo Mighty has wrist injury. He always has wrist injury.
He does struggle with the left wrist, and again, it's his non-playing hand, but because he hits the two-handed backhand, it's a painful deal to have that issue with the left wrist. Again, why I'm not a proponent of the two-handed backhand. I'm not a fan of it at all. But nonetheless, it's troublesome for him, and I'm sure even if he feels it, which he probably does every time he hits anyway, I'm sure it gets mental. So yeah, great comment, great point.
Also, Adam West says, David Goffin is not fit. Nothing for the USA Open.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. Good point. That's a great fact. I like Goffin as a player, as a young man, but he's not ready right now. He's not ready. He's had too many like spur of the moment freakish injuries. That's got to be mental in of itself. He's not. I don't have Goffin going past many more rounds here.
So then Wayne Chia says 6-2, 6-4. There goes my racket. First result is a huge upset. What a start to the U.S. Open. Yeah.
It happens, bro. It happens. Let's go.
Then
Keep fighting.
Kia-sama said, I'm speechless. I'm beyond speech. Well, there goes me winning the racket. Laugh out loud.
Let's go.
Gotta hand it to you. Gotta hand it to you. You called it. Dang. Not spoiling in case no one has seen the scores yet.
Let's go.
Then Stefan says, well played, Simona. Obviously, her pick was Kerber / Kanepi.
Let's go.
And then Wayne Chia says, Wawa just took set 2. I'll pick this Wawa over Delpo to reach the semis. He looks like he is totally back. And that's it for comments.
All right. Great comments, by the way. Really enjoyed that. I have had a great time today with this. Great comments, great show. I hate to be overly happy about Halep losing. I did have her in my draw, but I get to keep my racket. Let's go. Let's go. Just kidding. I really enjoy giving these things away, but we got to earn them. So don't forget, it will be ready for the Australian Open, and maybe we'll figure out something that's entertaining between now and then and give it away again. But it's got to be something tough.
By the way, Fritz, the American player, just beat Misha Severov. So he's out.
Oh, Taylor Fritz beat Zverev's older brother.
Good for him.
I think we saw Misha Zverev coming out with the trainer like halfway through the third set or second set. So, hey, good job for Taylor Fritz. So we have a young American kid going into the second round.
He's a daddy, too, so he needs that paycheck.
I think Fritz is the guy that went off on the, or was that Donaldson?
That's Donaldson.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Good job, Fritz.
So Robredo's playing Tsitsipas right now.
I called Robredo to beat Tsitsipas, but I'll probably be wrong.
And Shapovalov broke back and is up 6-5 in serving.
Go!
And then Venus is up 5-3.
Is there a score on the Robredo match yet?
No, they just started.
All right, so I called yesterday Tommy Robredo beating Tsitsipas simply because he's such a veteran and a journeyman. But Tsitsipas should win it. But I think the Robredo has a good shot at it. Felix Auger-Aliassime, who's playing his countryman and friend Shapovalov, was up a break in the first set, and they're back on serve, and I think Shapovalov's up 6-5.
He's serving.
Serving at 6-5, so he's up a break. So he broke and then broke again.
And Venus is 2 points away from the match.
And Venus Williams playing Kuznetsova.
Yes.
Let's go. If she wins this, we'll be on a collision course to see Venus playing Serena, but I think Georgie's in the middle of those two in that bracket.
Yes.
All right, so comments are over. I'm going to jump real quick into a quick rundown of notable men's matches that have completed. You ready? Tell me if I miss any. You following?
Okay.
Here we go. We know Wawrinka beat Dimitrov. Isner cruised today. John Isner. She has Isner on her team. Bautista Agut lost. Not a shock for me. Carla likes the qualifier, the Frenchman, Humbert.
I love the way he plays.
Humbert?
Yes.
Humbert reminds me kind of Felix Auger-Aliassime, but I think Auger-Aliassime looks better, but she likes Humbert. Humbert won today, the qualifier at 3. Raonic won in 4 sets. We both have Raonic on our fantasy team.
Bracket, yes.
Giles Simone Simone wins today, which will face Raonic next.
Doesn't who likes Simone? There's someone in one of her.
Someone mentioned it.
Rahesh, he likes Simone.
Kachanov won in 3 sets today. Nadal coming soon. Jack Sock today won in 3 sets. My oldest son took him on his fantasy team. I still have no faith in Sock.
I was laughing when he told me that.
I have no faith in Sock, but I hope he does well, but I have no faith in Sock. Gallus Muller goes down today. I bet you Nadal's happy.
I'm happy.
I like Muller, but he lost. I like Muller. I thought Muller would meet Nadal, but it is not happening. Koric. I love Borna Koric. He cruised today. Let's go, Borna. Come on. I think he's in the same quarter or section with Tsitsipas and another youngster. Maybe, I forget who. But I think Tsitsipas and Koric are close. Yeah, there you go. We have Jeremy Chardy that beat Rublev today. Let's go, Chardy. Another veteran that takes out a young Rublev. Verdasco beat Feliciano Lopez today in 3 sets. Let's go, Verdasco.
Tsitsipas is on
Koric.
Yeah.
I was hoping that Lopez would win this. I love Lopez's game. I think Rahesh likes Lopez a lot. I love Lopez a lot as well. Verdasco took it to Lopez today in straights. Venus Williams just won against Kuznetsova. I'm surprised at that. I thought Kuznetsova could win this. I'm glad Venus did. It looks like we'll be on a crash course with the Venus.
And Venus says that she's going to play for 20 more years.
Can't happen. But nonetheless, it looks like we're going to have Georgie playing Venus or Serena, and then Venus and Serena playing one another in the 3rd round. We have Andy Murray that beat Duckworth today in 4 sets. Nice to see Murray back.
He looked a bit better.
He looked a bit better. Yeah, a little bit better, but I wouldn't count my chickens on him going much further than maybe 3rd, 4th round.
He's still got a long way to go.
Long way off.
Yeah.
Del Potro plays tonight against Donald Young. Donald Young should probably lose in 3 sets. Again, I have respect for Donald Young. He's fought for a long time, but Del Potro is a much better player.
Much better, yeah.
Nadal plays tonight. Nadal should win easily, maybe 2-0-2. So Nadal should cruise tonight. The Felix Auger-Aliassime and the Shapovalov match is ongoing now. I think this is a fun match to watch. I'm anxious to catch the rest of it when we get done. Kevin Anderson plays Ryan Harrison
tonight. They're playing right now. They're on serve.
Okay.
4-4.
If Kevin Anderson's serve on, he's going to win. If it's not, then Harrison will win. I think you take away Kevin Anderson's serve and you have a Ryan Harrison. Kevin Anderson is a steward of the game. I like Anderson a lot as a young man, as a gentleman, and an absolute great representative of the game, which we all love and play. But if Kevin Anderson serves off, just like if Karlovic is off, or just like if Kachanov is off, or just like if Query is off, which that showed today when Query just lost, if their serves are off, they're going to lose. So, anyway, let's see what happens. If Anderson serves well, he'll win. If Anderson doesn't, he will lose. Thiem plays later. Let's see what happens with Thiem, right?
Yep. We haven't seen much of him lately.
I think he should win tonight as well. Tomorrow, bottom half, Djokovic, Federer, Kyrgios, Cilic, Benoit, Pierre, Goffin, Zverev, all in action, and more tomorrow. Again, if Pierre wins and Federer wins, they play in the 2nd round. Good storyline to follow there, right?
Yes.
Let's go! Let's go! Come on! Go on. Checking time. What is that? What does that say, babe?
How can I see from here?
What? All right, 15:09. Let's go. Women's side. Let's go. Come on. Women's side.
Killing the let's go.
Never. I have no friends during the U.S. Open. I have none. Doesn't matter. What I do is what I do. After that, then we can talk about that. But right now, I'm here to win. Let's go. Care? Playing ball. Telling you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I get down. There's nothing you can do about that. You know what I'm saying?
I like to do all that talking since you're injured.
Let's go. Come on. Today, Halep lost to Kanepi. We called it yesterday. We didn't say that Kanepi would for sure win, but we said watch out. Therefore, neither of us picked Halep in our final because we knew the type of gladiator that Kanepi was. Now, we thought that Halep was probably going to get through it, but we didn't want to wager our fantasy teams on it, nor our finalists on it because of Kanepi. So we kind of just didn't even look at the entire section, but we said, okay, if she won, who would she meet? We thought it would be Serena, and then Serena would win that. So we didn't want to lose a top seed of our fantasy team or a finalist in the first week, potentially. And we lost her on the first day. So good work there. Good research. Let's go. Let's go. Good research there. So we kept the tennis racket because of it. So I'm really happy about that, but I really am happy about giving it away. But got to be hard. You got to work harder than that to get it. You got to work hard. Get in it. Get up. Come on. Get up and work. Let's go. Sleep later. Let's go. Come on. You can get it, though. I promise. Gotta work a little harder than that. Come on.
I think it's easier to learn how to play tennis and predict these winners.
Let's go. We predicted it. Let's go.
Oh, wow.
I'm just kidding. I'm having fun with it, though. Having fun with it. So, Agnieszka Radwanska. Okay? I'm just bringing her up really quickly. About 7 to 8 years ago, Agnieszka Radwanska was a household name for us. She was in a lot of majors, deep into the tournament, if not finals and semifinals. She disappeared for a while. She came back, and what we have is she lost today to Maria. So for me, her losing to Maria wasn't necessarily a shock, but it was just a reminder that she's there, and I was just curious of what happened. Do you know what happened to Radwanska?
She got married. I know that.
Well, good for her, but
she did some nude pictures, which people went against her for that, and then the hardcore players came. The pushing doesn't work for too long, as we proved it with Hingis. Power tennis is what moves.
I really have respect for Radwanska. She's been deep into a lot of tournaments, and she was such a little thing, such a small, petite thing, and she would always find her way, but she would always usually get beaten in a lot of finals.
Well, when she met a player that was big,
that was strong.
Yeah.
I wish the best for Radwanska. I saw her lose today and actually watched some of the match, and it just wasn't the same Radwanska as before. Not that she was ever, anything super aggressive. She's like a lighter version of Wozniacki. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just a retriever and would always hang in there. But I wish the best for Radwanska. But what happened? Why did she fall? Why did she fall out of being a household name so quickly? All right, Barty cruises today. The Australian girl, Georgie.
I know some people had her. Yeah, I picked Georgie as mine seeded.
Yeah,
so yes.
yeah. Georgie came through. I thought you had Sharapova. No, she's seeded.
She's seeded.
Georgie came through today. Good for her. I think she's about to play either Serena or Venus soon. Muguruza Cruz. She has to play Barty soon, though. I think Barty could win this match against Muguruza if it happens. I think they both have to play one more player, and then they would meet. Barty's had a hot season. Watch out for Barty. I think Muguruza could win. I think Barty though, will win that. I'm not going to say for sure. Don't count your chickens on that. Don't go bet the house on the farm. But nonetheless, I think that Barty could beat Muguruza in this match. If they meet. Pavlyuchenkova lost. No shock. I think she was about the 27, 28 seed. Makarova took out Heather Watson, the young British girl, so good for Makarova.
That's tough for Heather Watson, man. She's been trying to get back into her form, and Time is passing by. Time is clicking.
Yeah.
It's just passing her by now.
And, I mean,
She used to be a young, one of the top promising youngsters for Britain.
Makarova's a seasoned veteran, though, so you can't. It's kind of like for me.
Yeah, she's done good at the U.S. Open.
For me, isn't it a synonym like the Tsitsipas Robredo match? I mean, isn't it the same type of setup? I mean, you have Makarova that takes out a veteran Makarova, like a Robredo, the same type of level of distinction in their respective sides. Then you have Watson taking on Tsitsipas, two young ones that have done okay, but haven't really won anything big. I think Tsitsipas actually won something pretty big, though.
Yeah, he won. Well, no, he just made it.
Our final.
Yeah.
So I would say Tsitsipas is a level up on that type of credential sheet, but it's the same type of setup. You have to watch out for the veterans in these type of matches with the young ones at the majors. Hence why I think Robredo will win, and hence why I think Makarova won today. Mertens, who's had a hot season too, squeaked by Nara in 3 sets today. Svitolina won in 3 sets today. Squeaked by, close match.
Yeah, I had her in my bracket and I took her out. I said, no way. This girl used to be a muscular girl last year. She looked strong. Now she looks very skinny, very fragile.
Stanislaus Wawrinka's girl, Vekic. She was playing now. Is there an update on Vekic's match? They split sets, Vekic. Check Vekic. But she's playing now. They split sets. Venus Williams beat Kuznetsova. We've talked about that today. Let's go, Venus. Again, I saw Kuznetsova play Henin in 2007 at the U.S. Open in New York in person. I like Kuznetsova a lot. But I like Venus, too. So I'm happy that they had a good match and Venus won. So I'm happy either way. Sloane Stephens, I think she cruised and just won.
Yes.
Let's go, Sloane Stephens. I think Snippy Boy has her against Bertens in his final. Julia Georges, I don't know if Julia Georges is done yet.
No, she's still playing.
She was still playing, so is Julia Georges still playing. Sakari, the Greek girl. Kenin, the U.S. girl.
Kenin is up 4-love.
So Kenin's up 4-0.
No, Vekic is out.
Vekic is out. Wawrinka's girl
Sevastova
lost.
beat her.
That's okay, because Wawrinka's going to need everybody possibly in his box to hang out and make the rest of this tournament interesting. So Vekic, I'm glad that you had a good tournament. You had a great season. I expect a lot from Vekic next year. She may do something in the next couple of tournaments this year. I like Vekic a lot, and I'm sure Wawrinka, much respect to him, will have Vekic very much in his box for the rest of this tournament. Good job, Vekic. Great job, Stan. Great job. Both of you guys.
Did you already mention Edmund losing?
I did not. Edmund,
I can't believe he went from a good season to
yes. So the young British kid that had a brilliant first half of the season lost today in the first round. I think he was 16th seed in the tournament. He is England's #1 player, as I remember correctly.
Yes.
Murray looked better today on a rusty comeback tour than Edmund did today. Okay. Serena and Azarenka play tonight. I expect both to cruise. I have Serena on my fantasy team.
Oh my God! Do you see this invasion?
So does she. We both have Serena winning the tournament, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, we both have Serena winning the tournament. I have Pliskova. She won today. That's Carolina Pliskova. I'm excited about that. So my women's draw is still perfect. My men's draw is still perfect as well. I'm a little skeptical what Monfils is going to do. He plays, I think, tomorrow, and I hope Monfils wins that. If he wins that, I think he has to play Nishikori. And Nishikori is a real fighter here at the U.S. Open. And I think Monfils and Nishikori are both dark horses for me. Watch out for Nishikori. I didn't pick him. I took Monfils over the two, but watch out for both of those guys to go deep. They could both give Nadal trouble, and I think they're both in his side of the draw. No, because they play tonight, so he would be on the other side of the draw.
No, they're not on the same
I'll
side.
have to check that.
They're not on the same. Nishikori is not on the same side as him.
Nishikori is on Federer's side of the draw, so that means Monfils is there as well. So watch out for that. Monfils and Nishikori, yes, are on the same side of the draw. So Federer has that to deal with too. Not only Kyrgios, Federer, Kyrgios, Djokovic, and Cilic, but he's got Monfils and Nishikori in there too. That's deep stuff, guys and gals. So great first day of scores. This has been the top half of the men's and the women's draw. Tomorrow is the bottom half of the men's and women's draw. I think we got this within 2 shows.
Dang.
Let's go!
Yes.
Go.
Well, tomorrow, you know what? Today, because tomorrow is going to be, I think, a busier day.
Yeah, because
It'll be a busier day.
Because we're going to have Djokovic playing. We're going to have Federer playing. We're going to have Kyrgios playing. We're going to have a whole lot more action tomorrow, I think. What kind of time we got?
We're at 24.
Let's go. So, for tomorrow, just some seeds to roll off. But on the bottom half, we're going to have the Cilics, the Goffins, the Schwartzmans, the Nishikoris, these Vevrevs, the youngers of the Vevrev, the older one just lost, Troitsky, Djokovic, Fusovic, Gasquet, Pouille, Carreno Busta, Fognini, Kyrgios, Federer, Hebert,
So there's a lot of good matches tomorrow.
Benoit Pierre.
A lot of good matches.
And then we jump into the women's side tomorrow, and we have Garcia Konta, which I think will be a good match. Suarez Navarro, Sharapova, Ostapenko, Madison Keys, who I like a lot.
Yeah, first match tomorrow is Dozier and Wozniacki and Djokovic and Fucsovics.
Yeah, Cibulkova's in there, Van de Wey's in there, Sabalenka, Osaka, Kazatkina, Bertens, Kontaveit, another strong girl, kind of like Kanepi, Buzarenescu, Wozniacki, Stozier, Collins, the college player that comes out of Virginia, the Cavaliers. Don't forget about some of the veterans.
You got
like
Sharapova against Schneider, 39-year-old.
the 39-year-old Patty Schneider. Don't forget about Krunic, Alexandra from Serbia. That has been a solid player earlier on. She had a rough Wimbledon. She had a good clay court season. I haven't seen much from Krunic, but Krunic could do something here. I like Krunic as a player.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I remember someone saying that Djokovic's matches are always put during the daytime. Well, tomorrow he plays at 12, when Federer plays at 7 at night.
Let's go. So Djokovic gets a day match, and Federer gets.
Let's see if they switch it.
The night
and
match.
Nadal gets a night match too.
All right, so that's the end of the show for today. A couple quick things right off. There's a lot of action going on still tonight, so look out for some later scores tonight. We'll talk about those tomorrow. Happy U.S. Open for everybody. Carla loves it. It's her favorite tournament. If you think I'm excited now, you should see me during Wimbledon. I'm just getting my feet kind of wet, and I was more reserved during Wimbledon, but I'm ready now. Let's go. When the U.S. Open ends, by the way, we are open for suggestions on how to keep this going. And I'll figure something out. I'll find something to talk about.
Well, there's many topics in tennis to talk about.
But start giving us comments on what to do when this ends, when the U.S. Open ends. I don't know if anybody's going to stay tuned every night for the results of Shanghai is what I'm getting at. No disrespect to Shanghai. I'm just saying, usually it's right before the Australian, right before the French, right before Wimbledon, and right before the U.S. And everybody gets excited about it, and then everybody's like, oh, man, we got 3 months off. Let us know what we can do. Let us know. We'll do it. And if not, I'll come up with something, but it may not be as good as anything that you can come up with. All right? So let us know sooner rather than later. Personally, for a match update, we have done a lot of match updates. We've had requests to see videos of us hitting, and we have some of those already downloaded on a playlist that says Justin and Carla hitting. There's like 13 of them there. She was just removed from having a baby then, so she always says she's about 20 pounds heavier than she likes to be. The only reason why we aren't continuing to do those type of videos is because for a month I've been dealing with a kind of a wicked type crazy injury that I received, and I think I'm still about 2 weeks removed from being able to go out and really whack balls pretty good, and then we will do the requested current hitting video at that point in time. Let me get out there, get my legs back underneath me, maybe a couple days, go through the sore stage again. I'm sure I'll be sore, and then come back out and really get a workout in, and we'll film that and get my oldest son to do it. So that's coming, I promise you. We've been asked about it numerous times. It's coming. Quick news, and this is something I wrote down on the way out. Roger Federer did hint that he may retire in 2019 after the Laver Cup that gets played in Geneva in 2019 in Switzerland.
Right.
Nothing etched in stone. Don't want to put any fake news or something. But we read an article where Federer had hinted that maybe after the 2019 Laver Cup in Geneva that he may call it a day.
Right.
Maybe, but we'll see. Again, don't etch that in stone. It was just something read in passing upon doing this today. So let's go Roger, though, either way. Again, I hope the best tournament for Nadal. I hope the best tournament for Djokovic. I hope the best tournament for Kyrgios and Federer and Tsitsipas and Koric and Nishikori and Cilic. Zverev's. I would really love to see Raonic do well, Wawrinka do well. Would love to see Serena do well. I'd love to see Kvitova do well. Gee whiz, Bertens, let's go.
Yeah, there's a lot of players that are hungry out there.
So many
maybe
players.
We'll see a new champion. I don't know. I'd like to see Sharapova pick up a trophy again.
So many players, really and truly, that are really a blessing to watch. And the beautiful thing about the game is that we can watch them, and it's one person against one person, and may the best person win, and someone literally gets killed out there that day, but they find a way to shake hands at the net.
Right.
Let's go. Again, unending thanks to all of you. We really enjoyed doing this. So, hey, I lost my cool yesterday. I'm sorry about that. Kia, much love to you. I just kind of was
She hit her nerve.
elevated by the old man winter deal, the old man winter deal. But hey, I love you. I get it, but I'm not ready to say Federer's old man winter yet until the U.S. Open ends. If he is sluggish as he was in Cincinnati now, I will concede the point and agree with you. But I think that Cincinnati was a ruse, a fluke. I think there was something behind that. I don't know what, whether it was he woke up on the wrong side of the bed or whatever. But what I saw from Federer in Cincinnati in the final, and thus leading up to that final, I don't think could have happened so quickly from winning the U.S. Open to having a good Wimbledon. I mean, winning the Australian Open to having a great Wimbledon run after not playing any clay. And then I don't think it could have happened that quickly.
Had a decent Wimbledon.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks to all of you. Much love, much respect. I can't wait for tomorrow. I'm going to go inside and watch the Serena match. I'm going to watch the Azarenka match. I will turn down the grunting, Rahesh. I will not listen to Azarenka squeal. Turning that down. And I look forward to seeing Del Potro play Donald Young. I know Del Potro will win.
We're going to watch the Shapovalov match.
And the Shapovalov, Felix Auger Elysium, or Auger Elysium match. So, again, take care, everyone. Have a really great rest of your day and evening. And we got this finished in 2 shows, and I'm really excited about that. Great job reading. I can't wait to get back on the tennis court with her, and we're going to make this happen. So thanks so much, everyone, for everything. Have a great rest of your evening, and we will see you tomorrow. Like the video, subscribe to the video. Click the like below. It's something that, again, we are trying to make better and maybe make something up. Anyway, questions, ideas for what we do after the U.S. Open, please let us know. And in the meantime, have a great evening, and thank you very much. And as Carla always says,
Adios.
what's up? And I always says, go. I plan to win my fantasy team. Let's go.